Morning everyone. Hope you're well on this rainy Wednesday morning. Thought I'd do a quick video catch up on email spoofing, and this is based on having no less than 2 clients come through today, not existing clients but walkthroughs come in this week with potential infections in their computers and potentially breaches. And it prompted me to do a little recap on email spoofing. A couple of years ago, a couple of years ago, I did a cybersecurity presentation. Some of you came to it, which was great, but just I haven't done anything recently on that. So email spoofing, this really is for all those that have their own Microsoft 365 standalone. You don't have any support, you manage it yourself, and therefore you perhaps don't have any security on it either, or additional security. So email spoofing is where a third party pretends to be someone else and sends you an email. And that email may well be part of a bigger campaign to collect information about you in order to, at some point, exploit your privacy with that information. And quite often I hear, yeah, but I'm not NASA, who's interested in me? Forget that. They're not specifically, shall we say, designing campaigns for you individually. They are doing hundreds of thousands at a time, and it's pretty well automated. So very quickly, I'm just going to ask you a simple question. And I'm going to put on the screen an email address for approximately how long you might look at it on your computer. So what's the difference between this email address and this email address? Now I'll do that again so you can have another look. What's the difference between this email address and this email address? Now, if you didn't spot anything, then that's absolutely fine and normal. But essentially, those are the tactics that the third-party actors will use to try to deceive you. And generally, what they may well have done, and this is especially important if you work in a team, if you've got an accounts department or an accounts person or someone who deals with that financial side of the business more than you do, if someone rings up and says, I'm one of your suppliers, can I have your account's email? Don't just give over your account email address. Find another method of legitimizing who they are. They need to prove who they are before you just hand over information like that, because as simple as it sounds, that email address can be abused and manipulated either against you or without your knowledge. So phone calls out of the blue where someone's saying, oh, I need your email address, send you a bill. Absolutely do not just hand that information over. Have something in place whereby you either challenge or they have to submit in writing first or something, or they've got to send an email to another generic email address that you have access to before you can then vet who they are, or they've got to give you their phone number, their name, what company they're calling from for you to then just verify that it's a legitimate request. And then once you've fulfilled all of that criteria and they fulfill the security loopholes, then you're able to, at least with some degree of comfort, hand over that information. But I guess the real thing about all of this is have the right security in place. And the right security, in my opinion, is some sort of service whereby your emails are scanned, perhaps in the cloud before they're delivered to you, whereby these sort of clever little tricks are filtered out and strategically removed using technology rather than relying on you to have to defend yourself day in, day out. The attacks over the last year have gone through the roof exponentially. 1 in 134 emails is fraudulent. So that's 1 in 131 emails is fraudulent. Yeah, 131, not 134. So 1 in every 131 emails sent is fraudulent. And you know, you simply can't protect yourself from that all of the time. You're there to do a different job. You're not there to be the security force for your email. And remember, if there's more than one of you, times that by however many there are. So hopefully that has helped someone out there. If you want to DM me and find out more, then obviously do. But really, if the simple takeaways are, be more candid about what information you give across just willy-nilly just because someone asks for it. Try and put some sort of protection system in place if you don't have shall we say, a fitting level of security on your email system, especially Office 365. It's far too easy to just set this stuff up yourself and to get it up and running, and therefore it makes it all seem, you know, fine and dandy. But please, please, please be more careful out there, be safe, and that's it for me. Enjoy your week.